So you may be going through an up leveling self development journey, is how this feels for me. There's a message here regarding allowing and moving through perceived blockages to get to the next level. Now, I feel like you've already been doing a lot of shadow work, but this is for someone that's ready to rev up and ramp up, is how this feels. And it feels like an intense self love journey, like allowing yourself to open up and perceive yourself from a different vantage point, one that you may have been closed off to in the past. My name's Heather with Healing Love and Light. I do tarot messages here on YouTube. I do have a website. I will link it in the comments. You can go to that if you want to get your own reading. My readings look similar to this. I pull cards on camera and I go very in depth, so they are very worth it. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more into this message. I am using the Light Seers Tarot deck today. This is my OG deck. My favorite deck. It's very emotional and I connect heavily with the images. I already feel like there's some compassion for yourself from some sort of loss, and this feels like a loss of who you thought you were or who you thought you were going to be. Okay, and they're showing me architect too. Like this is a new, like you're building the blueprint, architecting a new life. But architect may be like an actual sign for you as well. All right, I'm going to step aside and get a little bit more into the message. I'm going to ask your guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to come in. Any images that they give me just mean pay extra attention to the message. Yeah, let's see what we can get into. All right, so I do see blueprints. I see the color blue being very specific. This feels like there's like, the credit card company, like the old timey, machine, and it had that blue copy paper. There's that kind of tangible feeling that's coming into my hands here. So there's something with that. So something around that time period could have been when you were starting off into life, or going on this development journey. I am seeing gardening shears, and gardening gloves, along with a shovel. Being important here. I feel like you've reached some level where this is like one of the favorite things that you do in your pastime. This is what you like to do, and you like to give back to the earth in this way. I am seeing frogs, and this may be like things that you have in your garden, as far as like little garden statues. Maybe you have a frog collection next to a pond that is coming through, a frog collection next to a pond. Okay. Um, Salt being important, either like having salt in your diet or trying to avoid salt. That's for somebody. What else, Spirit? I'm seeing an umbrella next to a door, so it's in an umbrella stand, like an old timey umbrella stand, something that may have been passed down from generations, but you still use it today. Um, and there's a lot of darker colored wood. It's more like an oak or a walnut, maybe walnut colored wood. Could be like trim, door, something along the lines of that. And then beef Wellington, that keeps coming up. Beef Wellington is like a favorite dish or a family dish or something along the lines of that. Beef Wellington. And ham hock or something like that. Ham hock. Okay. And yellow flowers, could be daisies. Could be daisies. All right, and then I'm sorry, one more. Somebody's fighting over the TV remote. Somebody's fighting over like what to watch. Okay. Like you want to have family time, you want to watch something, and you're fighting over what to watch. Okay, let's get into the message. What's the overall message for you regarding this situation, this self-love journey, self-development journey? I feel like there's a lot about yourself that you did not know, and you're really discovering. All your cards are face down at this point in time. But I think things are coming into clearer focus and starting to pick up the pace after like a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. Now, I do see the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So this is like family structure, family time, legacy, long-term plans. You've been building your life for some time. And I feel like there's a new growth, though. And it's uncomfortable sometimes. New growth can be uncomfortable, especially when it comes from when you have reached or been living in a place where you've been holding yourself back. But I feel like you have a lot of clarity on who you are now, and clarity on like just how long the road has been for you. I do see the Sun and the Seven of Pentacles here coming out. The Sun is like a lot of bursts of energy, a lot of clarity, a lot of like aha moments, and in a burst of like positivity that may be new for you, because I feel like you might sometimes in the past have looked at things from more of like I've got to put in this amount of work, like I've got to do this, I've got to like do all of this like drudgery, all these details, all of this like even like maybe your health, like I've got to do this to stay healthy. Like I got to work out. I got to do, it's like I gotta. And like, is it giving back to me? But I feel like you may have a new perspective, and there's been some movement in your life, a lot of movement actually, with the Eight of Wands to the Six of Swords. This movement, I don't feel like you may have initiated this movement, but I feel like you're going along with the movement based on like the new perspective and the transitions that it's ushering in. This seems to be like a paradigm shift of like how you think about going about your daily tasks, what you think about what you do day to day. You're shifting that, you're opening, you're seeing like a new way to go about doing things, and it's helping you on this path of revival. This is about revival. Okay. Revival. I love that. Let's get some outside influences, what you need to know regarding like what's coming in to help you from the outside. And I saw the Lover's card peeking through there. We'll see if it comes out. All right. Ooh, that fell on the ground. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, Aries season coming out. Seven of Swords. Definitely have had... where? No, I don't see it. Okay, give me 1 second to pick up the one that fell. I don't see the Lover's card like I did. We'll see if it pops back out. But I do see other people going through a hard time with the Five of Pentacles here. This is really like causing a lot of disturbance and a lot of change for you. Like you seeing them go through change, I feel like is giving you a wake-up call for your own revival. This is your own, this is about your revival from their sense of loss. 5-5 being important here because they have the Hierophant, which is the 5th month. This is like May, Taurus. There's a lot here. Oh, well, it might not be the 5th month, but it is 5, the 5th of the major arcanas, if I could speak. My goodness. Okay, so there is leveling up. There's a chance for like life expansion, and there are a lot of changes regarding the social dynamics and the social structure being important here, because I do see Aries. So Aries leading into May, like April and May being important time frames, especially on the world stage with the Six of Wands to the Emperor here. A lot of movements outside of you, a lot of chess pieces falling into place, a lot of dynamics. I'm seeing like the other shoe dropping, like the other like book dropping or like shoe dropping, whatever that phrase is. I think it's shoe drop, like the other shoe dropping. A lot of changes in the social dynamics and possibly your social media habits. So a lot of things coming across your social media, causing like this change. There's a lot of well, you're trying to find the truth here with the Seven of Swords. So there's truth being revealed or needing to be revealed, and a dynamic shift regarding a past heartache, something that you felt was stable, but it's not, possibly because of a truth that's come out or a lie that's come out and the truth was revealed. So I do feel like there's social changes, social dynamics. This feels more personal. So there could have been like a cascade of events where your the outside influences, both in the big scheme and the personal scheme, a lot of changes, creating this dynamic of the perfect recipe that's led to your renewal. Let's get into the advice for you. Like, what do you need to know about this? What can you do moving forward to help launch you into a new stratosphere? Is what they're saying. I love that, a new stratosphere. What do they need to know, Spirit? What can they do? Ooh, the Chariot. I love that. July is going to be very important, as well as September. These are really big months for you. Ooh, the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I knew it was coming out. And then the Eight of Cups. Okay. So rest. Give yourself time to rest. Don't push it right now. With the Four of Swords, don't push it. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to rejuvenate. It's going to give you better clarity on what it is your heart wants and better clarity on how to get to this next level, how to get to your Nine of Cups, which is your satisfaction, your I did it, this like heart-centered, like I have grown, I have done it, I have succeeded. Okay, I do see walking away being important. Go ahead and like allow yourself to move from that Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. Remember, that was coming out here at the bottom. The Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. That's like letting yourself move on from what you'd once found emotionally connected to allow yourself to nurture yourself into this new beginning. Now, I say nurture because this is the Chariot card that is Cancer season. Cancer is a very nurturing sign. There's something here about allowing yourself to move forward, and from that action of moving forward, you find that you're nurturing your inner heart, your inner desire. And then it won't matter necessarily what other people are going through or what they've done to you, because you're healing from this place of, and I'm feeling just this beautiful energy come in here. You're healing from walking away. You're healing from honoring your heart. You're healing from moving forward, and your energy is then transformed, and you're in alignment to move forward. Now, the Lovers card is all about alignment as well, right? This is like you choosing you. You could look at it like as even your higher self and your physical self, your shadow self and your light self. Like it's harmony, it's balance, it's you choosing you and like conquering fear, right? Conquering fear. And I feel like it's fear of being alone. Like you're conquering the fear of being alone. You may be overcoming some attachment issues. You may be overcoming some enmeshment trauma. There's definitely this element of like overcoming and like having this very Virgo healing energy. And Mars, I think, is in Virgo or will be soon. So that is coming into this dynamic as well. There's action in this healing. There's healing in the action. I also feel like there's enlightenment here. Like you coming into this place of accepting solitude as a method of healing for this time period. It's new. It's starting this new adventure. You may be going through a separation and of some kind. This is just allowing you to dive deeper into more of who you are and discover more of who you are, more of your gifts, and that's going to help you to launch forward and understand where you're going, right? This is all about opening up a new map for you, okay? I am sending you so much love and light. You've got this. Take care.